guys, there are only a few short weeks left in 2016, and if you're anything like me, you have a few outdated dry goods, canned goods, sugars, and or spices that haven't seen a pot, pan, or bowl somewhere in your pantry, and so you have no need to take them into the new year. Today, I am purging my pantry and tossing all of my expired foods so that I can start 2017 fresh and new. This is the perfect time for me to check the dates on my canned goods. As you guys know, cold and flu season is upon us, and I don't want to assume that I have a good can of chicken noodle soup when I really don't in my pantry. You know, there's nothing worse than having a sick family member and no chicken noodle soup. Can you guys believe this? This soup is almost 2 years old. And speaking of cold and flu season, is your family a flu shot family or no? I know that there's still a lot of controversy around this subject, but for my family, we get shots every year in August. What about you guys? Most times my canned goods are impulse buys, and that's unfortunate because as you see here, I'm having to toss quite a few. These Campbell's thick and hearty soups get me every time, and here again another 2015 date. Eric and Chase love these little quick and easy pasta side dishes. The Alfredo is their favorite. I love them too. They're really fast if you're trying to get a quick meal on the table. And so I know those have not expired. But this fried rice packet, however, it has a date of March 2016, so has to be tossed. I'll never have to worry about Eric's sodas expiring, that's for sure. He loves his sodas. So, really quick story about these next two items. So, we were out to dinner at a local seafood restaurant here in Atlanta, Papa Do's. If you live here in Atlanta and you like seafood, you've been to Papa Do's. So, anyway, Eric was just raving about how great the shrimp and fish were. So, I was like, maybe I'll make some at home since he loved it so much. Yeah, never happened. 2016 expiration date. Do you guys have a favorite cookie? For me, my favorite cookies are oatmeal and raisin cookies, but I must have forgotten about these poor little raisins because I haven't made oatmeal raisin cookies in forever. Do you all say powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar? Either way you say it, it's just wrong to have an expired box in your pantry. And I'm so guilty, so guilty. Now, I am tossing this vegan protein mix with zero regrets, okay? This stuff was beyond disgusting. I don't even know why I still have it in the pantry. I took one little taste of it. But anyway, you see there that powdered sugar has an expiration date of 2015, almost 2 years old. Oh my gosh, I was really enjoying these little Crystal Light drinks over the summer. As you can see, I only have one half-used pack of it left, but I think I'm over it now. Are you guys like that? You find something that you really enjoy and you're eating or drinking it for a while, then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you can't stand it? Okay, so please tell me that my family is not the only family who has syrup debates. Okay, so Eric and Chase have their favorites and I have mine. And on certain days, I like to spice it up with that butter pecan flavor that I just showed. They love Mrs. Butterworth's, that's their favorite. But I am a die-hard true fan of Aunt Jemima. And so while, their syrup and this little bottle of honey here, they haven't expired, they are starting to get those little hard sugar deposits in there. So I'm going to go ahead and toss them. Yep, more outdated cans of soup. Okay, so these next items are a perfect example of why you should never go grocery shopping hungry. I absolutely remember buying these. I was craving mac and cheese, but didn't want to mess up the kitchen, making some from scratch. Let's just say I should have messed up the kitchen. These were terrible. I bought the Velveeta flavor or brand, and I also purchased the Kraft, I guess just the original mac and cheese version. I hated both flavors. Both of them were disgusting. All right, so everything in here looks pretty good. I just have that one breakfast bar that's going to be about a year outdated. So I'm going to go ahead and toss that one. All right, so on to the infamous chip basket. Do you guys have teenagers at home? Do you see the way Chase closed up his bag of Sun Chips? Now, how in the world are those chips going to stay fresh with the clip just placed ever so slightly atop the bag? Oh my gosh, kids. So just like with the syrups, here in our house, everybody has their favorite chips. And as you can see there are duplicates of chips that we've purchased more of before the other ones have been used. And so some of them have, obviously gone bad. But, I can't throw Eric and Chase under the bus. I have my favorites too. Oh, and look, another bag of chips. Those have no clips, so I'm sure those are good and stale. So those are going to be tossed. And yeah, when your potatoes start growing potatoes, it might be time to get rid of those potatoes. So during this pantry purge, I'm not only checking my food items for expiration dates, I'm also doing an inventory of my small appliances. I've asked Santa for a new crock pot, so I'll be donating my old ones. And so, yeah, here a bunch of old cookbooks that I have not used in forever. So I'm going to clean out my little junk drawer here filled with cookbooks and old appliance manuals. All those things are going to go. I hope that you have enjoyed hanging out with me today. I also hope that I've inspired you to purge your pantry of expired items. And now, guys, I am off to the grocery store to replace the items that I have had to toss. And happy holidays, guys, and thanks so much for watching.